For 15 years, Oklahoma Republicans have controlled state government. They promised that conservative leadership would produce stronger families, better schools, higher incomes, healthier lives, and more self-reliance. So now the question is simple. After 15 years, what do the results show? Here are the receipts. Effective political leadership should show up in real life. It should show up in stronger families. It should show up in better schools. It should show up in higher incomes. And it should show up in healthier lives. Those are not partisan goals. They are the basic scoreboard for whether state government is helping people build a better future. After 15 years, Oklahoma voters have a right to ask, what happened? The report card is not good. Life expectancy gets an F. Income growth gets a D. Education gets an F. Healthcare gets an F. Food security gets a D. Poverty gets a D. Any one weak number might be explained away. But when health, income, education, hunger, poverty, and dependence on federal dollars all point in the same direction, this is not a statistical accident. It is a pattern of failure. Start with the most basic measure of whether people are doing well: how long they live. Oklahoma's updated life expectancy is 73.8 years. That places Oklahoma near the bottom nationally, and even below Mexico, where life expectancy is about 75.4 years. That should stop every state leader in their tracks. A state that underinvests in mothers, babies, food, pre-K, schools, healthcare, workforce training, and family income should not be shocked when the results show up as shorter lives. Oklahoma is also falling behind in the basics families depend on most. Education ranks 50th. Healthcare ranks 49th. Those are not small warning signs. Those are flashing red lights. A state cannot build a stronger economy while letting its schools and healthcare system fall near the bottom. Stronger families require stronger schools and healthier communities. Oklahoma families are already starting from behind. Median household income in Oklahoma is about $65,000, compared with more than $80,000 nationally. That is nearly $16,000 less at the kitchen table, less room for housing, healthcare, childcare, savings, and emergencies. And Oklahoma is not catching up. From 2018 to 2023, Oklahoma posted the slowest inflation-adjusted income growth among every comparison state shown here. That tells us something important. Business incentives alone are not an economic strategy. You cannot attract high-value employers without a high-value workforce. Food security tells the same story. Oklahoma's food insecurity rate is estimated at 18.4%, and 1 in 4 Oklahoma children face hunger. The poverty number confirms the pattern, with Oklahoma's poverty rate at 14.8%. That means too many children are trying to learn, grow, and stay healthy while their families struggle to put enough food on the table. Hungry children cannot learn, grow, and thrive. That is not just a social problem. It is a failure of priorities. Then there is the self-reliance claim. Oklahoma politicians often campaign against federal government spending. But the numbers tell a different story. Oklahoma receives about $1.91 in federal spending for every $1 paid in federal receipts. In plain English, Oklahoma is a major net recipient state. Their speeches sound anti-federal. The economy still depends heavily on federal dollars. That is not self-reliance. That is political branding running ahead of economic reality. This is the question every Oklahoma voter should ask candidates in 2026. If one-party control worked, the results would show up in the data. They don't. Not in life expectancy, not in education, not in healthcare, not in income growth, not in food security, not in poverty. Oklahoma voters have every right to ask why. And they have every right to demand something better than more of the same.